Hey my friends, it's Austin here from Elevate Applicate, bringing you yet another video on pesticide applicator content. This video in particular is going to be for those tree and shrub plant health care managers, but it could also help you if you do turf, weed control, and fertilization. Today we're going to highlight a product, and that product is called, I'm going to place it over on this side, but it is called Aqueus. Aqueus is an interesting product in the sense that it is not a pesticide. This is actually classified as a soil amendment. And with it being a soil amendment, we actually don't need to fill out any sort of paperwork, at least here in Michigan we don't, in regards to this product because it's not a pesticide. But this soil amendment has a really unique mode of action and function when it comes to trees and shrubs, especially when it comes to fungal diseases. So let me explain. Let me put this thing down because it's heavy. So let's talk about fungal diseases. So fungal diseases, when you look at them, right, we have the disease triangle, right, which we need basically a susceptible host, we need environmental conditions, we need the pathogen, and then that all comes together to form this pyramid, and the tip of the pyramid is time. What Aqueus does is it shortens the time window of susceptibility for plants. How does it do that? It works in a really unique way because it's a special type of acid. And this acid causes trees to respirate like they're at the gym, like they're running on a treadmill. Okay, they're going to respirate extremely fast. What does that do? That causes the growth to go from its beginning stages to its maximum faster. Why is that important? Because when you have, say, take a blue spruce tree and you have very small needles that are very delicate, those needles are extremely susceptible to fungal spores because those spores can land on those needles and penetrate them and then they're infected. If you can take those small delicate needles and make them grow faster to their maximum, to their healthy, thick, lush needle stage, right? Those needles are going to be substantially less susceptible to any sort of fungal pathogen. Interesting note about blue spruces with this product, I have noticed a major bluing effect on the needles. So the needles that are established there have blued up substantially. And generally speaking, that's going to happen because they're going to access more magnesium in the soil, but then they're also going to create a larger waxy layer on those needles. But I'm also using this product for crab apples. And prior to me purchasing this product, I had reached out to somebody, a supplier, who was talking about it and testing it, and they were testing it on crabapple trees for apple scab. And upon their test in the field, they noticed that the crabapple trees had less apple scab when they just used this alone. And again, when you think about it, that's because those smaller leaves on the crabapple trees are very delicate, they could be infected. And then what this does is it makes them grow to their maximum faster, so they're not as susceptible to fungal diseases like apple scab. Now, they did kind of make some recommendations to still use fungicides, but even in their controlled results where they had crabapple trees that were not treated, crabapples that were only treated with this Aqueus product, and then crabapples treated with Aqueus and a fungicide, Aqueus was equal to with fungicide. So again, as far as tools in the toolbox to reduce pesticides and still achieve the results, I definitely recommend this. This is my first year using it, and like I said, I have noticed a major bluing effect in spruce trees after they've been treated. I haven't seen the crab apples that I've treated in our round one, but I'm very excited to go see them. And I mean, overall, I'm stoked about it. This is being used by a local company that's making $3 million a year. So if they're using it and their clients trust it and they trust it, I have to believe that it's working quite well. On top of that, I know the supplier. So where do I get this product? I purchased this product at Banner Sales and Consulting. Just so you know, this is not a pitch. They don't pay me to say that. That's just the supplier I use. I definitely recommend them. The whole team at Banner is phenomenal. But either way, just something I wanted to drop in. If you do manage plant healthcare and you do manage fungal diseases, check out Aqueus. You know, like I said, we're using it this year. I'll try and get some footage and demonstrate what it does later. That's what we're doing. So kind of two products I wanted to show you guys. If you saw my last video, the entrapment video, that was all about mites and managing mites and insects. I didn't say this in the last video, but I should have. I'm actually beta testing this entrapment CK version to see if it will control mosquitoes. So how cool is that? I'm going to use it on my own property, see if the liquid droplets can trap mosquitoes and kill them. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, other than that, hope you guys are doing well. Take care. God bless, and go get them.